So I know I've tried this out before, but I feel like trying again in doing random Pokemon music while a battle's going. So I'm going to try it again. We'll see how it goes, because I've been wanting to try it, but I've been way too lazy. So if you guys like there being Pokemon's music in the background while this battle goes, let me know. If you don't like it, then I won't do it again. But anyways, hey guys, while we get a match here today against dusk209. OU match, same old shit, you know. Got the semi-stall rain team, because I felt like using it. And, you know, he's got a semi-standard team. Like, he's got the Politoed, he's got a Dragonite, he's got a Jirachi. And then, just the quote-unquote weird things are the Cobalion, the Cloyster, and the Ditto. I mean, Cloyster kind of makes sense, but it's still at the same time not really, you know, But, and then Ditto is just, you can fucking do whatever you want with it. But Cobalion's more the weird thing, because he already has Jirachi, so I don't know, I guess we'll see how it works. He's got some decent synergy anyways, but like I said, we'll see how it works. But main threats I'm looking at on his end, since his Cobalion's there, I'm thinking Jirachi's going to be special, and I just never have a good time against special Jirachi no matter what, so I just got to make sure I kind of play around that well enough, and I should be okay. And then the other thing that worries me is that Cloyster, because obviously when it sets up a Shell Smash, not much can really deal with it, and looking at my team, not much really likes taking hits from it after it gets a Shell Smash up. So I just gotta make sure I play my dudes right for when it comes in, I can deal with it. But otherwise the rest of his dudes don't really scare me, so I'm not really gonna be too concerned. But I figure let's just lead off a Genesect, should be my best option to deal with whatever he wants to do. And he does lead off a Cobalion, so I'm like, okay, I got a special attack boost. I don't have investment in special attack, but I'm just gonna Flamethrower anyways just to be safe. But he's actually going to switch out to Dragonite, just predicting that to be safe. And Flamethrower does do a little bit. I mean, it breaks through his multi-scale, but I can't really stay in because I am Scarfed, locked into Flamethrower, so it'd just be better if I switch. But he actually pulls a double switch into his Politoed as I go into mine, because my Politoed is probably my best answer for his Dragonite. But now that he has Politoed in, I figure, okay, we can go to Tentacruel and then take whatever his Politoed wants to do, and then I can Toxic it or something. But turns out he has Hydro Pump. And judging from that damage, he's most likely Specs, so that'll actually be a good thing to keep in the back of my head for later. So now he's going to go into his Jirachi as a Toxic, and I'm like, shit, what do I do? I'm just going to Scald the Scout, and hopefully he does not sub up or something weird. Well, not weird, but just something that'll piss me off. But he does go for Calm Mind like I suspected, so it's like, fuck! What am I going to do? So I figure, okay, he might just go for Thunder right here, knowing I'm just going to keep scalding. So I go to Garchomp, but he actually goes for Psychic, and I'm like, shit! But luckily, it doesn't do too incredibly much, so I can at least get off an Earthquake right here, and then I can go into something else to try and revenge kill him after the Earthquakes. I know it won't take him out because he's most likely defensive, and it doesn't even come close, so I gotta figure out something to deal with this Jirachi. But then I realized, wait a second, he's probably Psychic, Thunder, and then either Sub or Wish, and then Calm Mind. So I figure, let's just go into Ferrothorn, because he's in the rain, he shouldn't be able to touch me. Because, I mean, that means his moveset 1 of HP Fire, or anything that will be super effective against Pharaoh. So I'm like, okay, let's just go for Leech Seed, and hopefully his Jirachi can't really touch me. And luckily, looks like he can't, and he didn't have Sub either, so I guess he's Wish Calm Mind, which is fucking old as shit. But he does go into Cobalion, because that is his Stealth Rocker, so that's fine. I really don't care, but, you know, I still got a Leech Seed on that. That'll still be beneficial. But here, I was thinking about just going for Rapid Spin to get away with those Stealth Rocks, but I'm like, if he switches out to Jirachi again, I want to try and get as much damage off as possible on that thing. So I'm just going to Scald. Does a lot to Cobalion, so that's kind of nice. He does Thunder Wave me, which isn't too big of a deal. I'm not really getting too concerned about it, because, oh well. I mean, Tentacruel doesn't need its speed, quote-unquote, but it would have been nice if it did. But he's going to go into Jirachi as a Rapid Spin, because I thought his Cobalion might stay in more, or he wouldn't go into Jirachi. But now he goes into it, I'm like, shit, what do I do? I'm thinking, okay, what should I do? I'm just going to stand and Scald, because I'm like, maybe he'll Calm Mind again, maybe I have a chance of getting the burn, so I'm just going to go for Scald. He, fortunately enough, does go for Thunder, just means that I can do more damage with Scald, and then I do fortunately get the burn, and I also fortunately do not get Parahax, so that's nice. But now, I am kind of feeling risky, so I'm just like, alright, I'm going to protect, even if there's a chance of me getting Parahaxed, there's also a chance I can recover some health, and I'd like to do that with Tentacruel, so I do, and that kind of puts me in a decent spot, because now Tentacruel will be able to take more hits later on. But now I'm going to go into Ferrothorn, because I know, obviously, I can wall his Jirachi, and he can't do too much to me, so, well, yeah, if I wall him, he can't do too much to me, so the point is, like, he can't really touch me, so I can set up hazards and shit, or I could have just tried to kill him there, but I decided to go for Spikes, because I didn't know what he was going to do. I thought he might just switch out, so I figured, hey, free layer of Spikes, right? But now he's actually going to switch out, basically just sacking his Jirachi so that his Kabalion is in better shape. But I go for Gyro Ball because I didn't want his Jirachi recovering up, because even though, like I said, it's not really as much of a threat anymore, I still don't want it at a decent amount of health. But he goes in Kabalion, gets a Wish Up on that thing, and I Gyro Balled it, didn't do anything, and then I got Parahacks there as he laid up his Stealth Rocks again. But I believe here I just go for another layer of Spikes, and then he goes out to his Ditto, so I'm like, okay, so now he's probably just going to Spike me. No, I Leech Seeded because I thought Kabalion would stay in again. I don't... Actually, it kind of makes sense if Kabalion wanted to stay in, but I don't know why he doesn't want to. But, since he did bring in this Ferrothorn, I really didn't want to let him get too many layers of Spikes up, so I'm going to go to Garchomp just to scare him out. And, you know, like I said, I just do not want too many layers of Spikes. Plus, I can get my Stealth Rocks for free, and eventually I can just switch in Tentacruel anyways and just Rapid Spin, because that's what I can do. But he's going to go back into the Garchomp, and I know that he's probably going to want to go for Dragon Tail, just because looking at my Garchomp set, that's the only, you know, it's like, super effective move, click. So, yeah. But he Dragon Tails me out into Genesect, which I really don't like, just because of the fact that I either have to just hit him and take more damage, or try and fodder something off so I can go into Tentacruel to Rapid Spin. I do decide, alright, I'll just fodder off Garchomp, even though, I mean, I could have done something with it, but at the same time I was better off that I just use it as fodder. But I do go into Tentacruel now, and I figure, okay, I can fairly protect here, because I know he's most likely just going to want to Dragon Tail, because he is in a range where Hazards will just kill him anyways, and he can't spin. So I'm just going to hit him with a Rapid Spin just to get rid of Hazards he's laid up, because like I said, he can't lay up anymore once Ditto's gone. Sure, he can get Stealth Rocks back up, but those don't concern me as much. I'd rather just get the Spikes out of there. But he Dragon Tails me out into Genesect again. I'm just like, screw it, I'm just going to have to take the damage. So I do, and I take him out, so it's fine. But now he's going to go into Dragonite, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll just go for HP Ice and take out the Dragonite. I guess he thought maybe he could live a Hurricane, but I didn't go for Hurricane, so no big deal. But now he's going to go into Politoed. I know I can't kill him with a Hurricane, but I do know that I at least outspeed. So what I can do is I can just U-turn on him, and then go out to anything I want, really, just to see what he wants to lock himself into, and then find a way to deal with him after. But do go into Tentacruel, who can easily take an Ice Beam, because, yeah, whatever. I just Scald right here, because it's like, I'm kind of just letting Tentacruel die at this point. Which, really, I was kind of surprised he didn't actually switch out to his, whatchamacallit, I'm surprised he didn't switch out to his Cloyster, but I guess he was fearing me switching out again, so he just kind of wanted to sack his Politoed, because I could have gone into Genesect easily since he was locked in Ice Beam, but I was like, maybe he won't, maybe he'll just sack Politoed. But now he goes into Side Cloyster after I U-turn to kill the Politoed and go into my, Tornadus. I do easily just take out the Cloyster with a Hurricane, because there's no way it's really going to take it after Spikes and Stealth Rocks, and with his abysmal special defense anyways. But now he's going to go into Kabalion. I didn't think Hurricane would be able to kill, but I'm just like, let's get some damage off. But it actually does take him out. He does get a crit. Don't really know if it mattered or not. Really, in the end, it didn't really matter, because, I mean, I would have been able to kill him with, like, Genesect or something. So, I mean, it was it was basically a match there anyways, but, you know, a crit to just rub salt in the wound. But anyways, that is the match. So, good game. dusk209. It was fun and all that stuff. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. So, I'm not going to say anything else except for hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah. Recommend sub. And later, guys.